An asteroid the size of the Empire State Building is going to make a close approach to Earth in 2 days, and people are freaking out for pretty much no reason. So yesterday, a bunch of articles came out that there is an asteroid making a close approach to Earth, and of course, all these articles being written were super clickbaity. I'm taking a look at my analytics, and only like 2% of the people watching this video right now are actually subscribed to the channel. Consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind later. It's honestly so scummy because, you know what, people on the internet were freaking out. And they're freaking out because that's what these articles do. They're meant to scare you. They're meant to, generate clicks. They're just another form of clickbait on the internet. And it kind of bothers me because people were actually super scared about this, when in retrospect they have nothing to fear. And let me tell you why. So, NASA has been keeping a close approach on this quote-unquote huge asteroid. It's pretty big, I'll give them that, but when they say it's going to make a close approach, it's not even going to be close. I mean, I think that's quite an exaggeration. It's not going to be it's not going to be in spitting distance or something. It's literally going to be 3.5 million miles away from Earth. That's a close approach. I mean, to be fair, a lot of things in space are super far away, more far than, 3 million miles. But in the grand scheme of things, 3.5 million miles away from Earth is nothing to be worried about. But of course, you know what these articles do. They put the thumbnail picture is an asteroid the size of New York, headed straight towards Earth. It's about to be direct impact. And I'm reading an article on the New York Post, and they made a little infographic where there's literally like an animation of a major asteroid coming like directly towards Earth. And now, I thought it was important to make a video like this because this is something that people are stressing about and worrying about, but it's not even worth it. And I mean, I want you to know that if you're stressed or worrying about, a potential asteroid making contact to Earth, I'm just telling you it's not worth it. I mean, the fact of the matter is, NASA has predicted a lot of these asteroids. That's one of the main things they do, as far as I know. They keep track of asteroids. They try to give early warnings, and they're keeping track of a lot of ones. And you know what? They're not supposed to. A lot of these asteroids, they've passed us before. And if you don't know, one of the reasons we don't get hit by so many asteroids is because all the planets in front of us are behind us. I don't know, but yes, it's very unlikely. I believe I heard that it's like every 20 million years that an asteroid actually hits the Earth. So if an asteroid does hit the Earth, I don't think it's likely that an asteroid will hit the Earth in our lifetime. And that's another thing. Even if it did, what are you going to do? Are you going to go and stop the asteroid? I mean, personally, I could definitely stop an asteroid that big, the size of the Empire State Building. But I mean, you can't stop the asteroid. So what's there to worry about? I mean, why don't you just go drink a juice box and play some Call of Duty and stop worrying about it? But I mean, I'm making the video because I think people are worried, because that's what the media is trying to do. They're trying to, they do things like they compare it to the Empire State Building to scare you about an asteroid that won't even come close to Earth. I mean, sure, it's still a quote-unquote close approach, but 3 million miles away, there's no reason to even talk about this. I mean, it says right here that the asteroid is literally going at 18,000 miles per hour, so, I mean, I don't know if that's the average speed of an asteroid, but if it was, and, a big asteroid came and hit us at 18,000 miles away, you wouldn't have much time to worry about it anyways. And I think this is a good opportunity to talk that it's not just an end-all be-all. I think there's a very good chance that if an asteroid was coming close to us, that we'd probably have, a decent amount of time to figure stuff out. You know, we'd have time to plan. And that's actually what NASA is doing right now. It came out that they're starting a $300 million mission where they're going to send a spacecraft that's like, I think, 14,000 feet. I don't exactly remember the dimensions, sorry about that. But they're going to try to send this thing into an asteroid's, you know, projected field, and they're going to try to see if they can block it away from Earth, and, you know, they can hit it off course, which is super interesting. I mean, believe how cool of a time we're living in human history. They're sending a $300 million rocket to hit an asteroid. I mean, that's literally a movie plot from like 50 years ago, which is insane. I'd love to see if it works, but I just wanted to let you guys know that there's nothing to really worry about. I think it's a good opportunity that you should take pretty much everything you see from the mainstream media with a huge grain of salt. And I really do mean that. I mean, I'm looking at the picture that New York Times posted, and it's a fiery asteroid, you know, like centimeters away from Earth. And this thing isn't going to come 3 million miles away. You know, it's not even going to come 3 million miles close to us. They get paid to scare you. I mean, and you know what? It's kind of hard to blame with them. You know, being scared sells. And so why wouldn't you know, post these clickbaity articles that make people think that, oh no, the article is going, you know, this asteroid is going to hit Earth and we're all going to be screwed. What should we do? Oh, if that ever does happen, you're going to do nothing. That's it. Let me know. Do you think it's okay for these media corporations to scare the hell out of the public, even if it's, you know, it's their way of making money? I'm 50-50 on it. I mean, I understand why they do it. You know, it is newsworthy. This asteroid is coming 3 million miles from Earth, or 3.5 million miles, my bad. And NASA says anything closer than 4 million miles is something to be cautious about. But I mean, I think the way the media portrays it is really freaking a lot of people out, and that kind of bothers me. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.